doing? Sorry the camera's, you know, so bad. But this is the first episode of the podcast, if you can tell us by basketball. Um, basketball jersey in the background from when I was in like fourth grade. And speaking of that, this is a basketball podcast where I talk about basketball. I just talk about life in general, and I just, you know, I let stuff go. So, um, I guess right now I should talk about, I don't know, basketball in general. How life's going. So life's a bit weird nowadays. I mean, with all the BS going on, yeah, that's all I can really say. But basketball. So Rudy Gobert got traded to the to the Timberwolves for Patrick Beverley, and then Patrick Beverley got traded to the Cleveland, the Jazz, the Lakers for THT. Just a bunch of moves that don't matter in the long run because the Bucks and Warriors are going to be the NBA Finals opponents. Yeah. Huh. Nah, but I mean, I have all these takes, and I have all these I believe are good takes, right? I think the Clippers are overrated. I think the Timberwolves are overrated, but everyone thinks they're great. I got told I didn't know basketball because I said those teams are trash. But what can I say, right? I believe those teams are garbage, but no one else does. It's always the same thing. In 2020, they get PG and Kawhi. They get blown out. Not blown out, but they blow a 3-1 lead. How am I supposed to expect anything better of them when all they do is disappoint in 2021? Yes, they make the conference finals, but they got destroyed by the Suns. 2022, they don't even make the playoffs, and after all I hear is, you know what, PG and Paul George are injured, but not PG, Kawhi and Paul George are injured, but you know what, they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs. And what they did, they missed the playoffs because they are so. And this year, because they got a washed up point guard, they're going to make the playoffs. Not make the playoffs, but make the Western Conference Finals. Or make the finals in general. What makes you think that John Wall is the missing piece to the Clippers' problems? John Wall, yes, I saw the workout, by the way. Ooh, he can hit threes. Cool. It's not going to happen in the game. John Wall is not the missing piece. I don't understand where everyone gets this idea that John Wall is this amazing point guard. He shot 42% from the field and like 31% from three with 70% from the free throw line. He is washed up. He's washed up. And no one understands that. And all anyone ever tells me is, John Wall's great. John Wall's going to be this amazing point guard for the Clippers. No, he can't play defense. Did you watch that season with the Rockets? He was not good. But everyone wants to say because he scored 20 points and he had like 7 assists, he was good. He wasn't good. He averaged 4 turnovers a game with 7 assists. That's atrocious. I mean, almost every time every 2 times you pass the ball, you're turning it over. That's bad. That's bad. But of course, because John Wall was an all-star at one point, it means the Clippers are going to win the championship. I just don't understand how people think that the Timberwolves are even worse. Oh my gosh, just because they got Rudy Gobert. You still have to worry about the fact that Rudy can't space the floor at all. That's a terrible duo with him and Cat. No floor spacing at all. Yes, you can say Cat carries the floor spacing for the Timberwolves, but the fact that their center can't shoot at all is a big problem. Because he still has to go up against guys like Jokic, Embiid, Christian Wood. Nah, I'm playing. AD, Christian Wood. These guys who can actually space the floor. Rudy Gobert is going to get destroyed. And it's because now that he's on a team where he has to carry the interior defense, on the Timberwolves, he had Naz Reid. I forgot who the other guys were. But he had other defensive players in the paint on the Jazz, not the Timberwolves. Not that I'm thinking of the Timberwolves. On the Jazz, he had other guys who could play defense in the interior, like Ibuki, I think. Zay Ibuki? Never mind. But I know there are other guys who can play defense on the interior. But now, really, the only other guy who can play interior defense on the Timberwolves is Naz Reid. And that's not enough. Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid are not enough to carry the paint defense. The Timberwolves don't have Patrick Beverly anymore, so the perimeter defense is lacking. Yeah, D'Lo's a decent defender when it comes to help defense, but at the same time, what's D'Lo going to do when he has Anthony Edwards as a black hole? Like, I'm not saying Anthony as a black hole on defense, but if your best defenders, perimeter defenders, are D'Lo and Ant, I just don't see that working. Yeah, I know they have, I think, Josh Okogie, but he's not the best defender either. They have a lot of black holes on defense. Rudy Gobert is not going to carry the defense. And D'Lo, it depends on if he's good or not this year. If D'Lo isn't good this year, then the Timberwolves aren't going to do anything. Because, look, I love Ant-Man, but he is not going to take that leap everyone says he is. Cat can't carry the offense, and if D'Lo is trash, well, guess what? The Timberwolves are going to be trash. It's not that hard because Ant's going to be good, Cat's going to be good, Rudy Gobert's going to be good on defense. He can only dunk the ball. That's a fact. And if D'Lo isn't hitting his shots, he's useless. I'm just going to be honest. I don't even know who their small forward is. That's how meh this roster is to me. I just don't care about the Timberwolves this year. The Lakers, I think the Lakers have a chance to contend if they trade Russ for that Miles Turner Buddy Hield package. But besides that, Russ is a big problem. I'm just going through all the teams. I'm just going to give my opinions on them. Russ is a huge problem for them because Russ can't shoot. And I love Russ. I think he was massively disrespected this year. But because he can't space the floor out, the Lakers don't need a guy who can drive. They don't need a guy who can come out there and pass. They have LeBron. They don't need Russ. So I would trade him for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, that trade package that was out there. But I'm going to be honest, I just don't see the Lakers contending this year. I don't see any team in California besides the Warriors contending. Just going to be honest. The Lakers, LeBron's getting old. AD is a piece of glass. Russell Westbrook hits the top of the backboard every time he shoots. Patrick Beverly is, pretty consistent. Good 3-and-D guy. If you look, he actually shoots 38% for his career from three. Very underrated three-point shooter. And I don't even know who their power forward, their center is. That's how, Dwight Howard, if they don't get Miles Turner, their starting center is going to be Dwight Howard. I'm going to be honest, that's not good. That's not good at all because if Dwight Howard's your starting center nowadays, if the Lakers had Dwight Howard in his prime, oh my gosh, AD and Dwight in a front court, ooh. Yeah, Dwight may not be able to space the floor, but unlike Rudy, he actually has skill offensively. Ooh, that would be a nasty duo. Anyway, I just don't see the Lakers contending this year. Blazers, they could be an 8th seed. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. They could be an 8th. They could be an 8th seed. They could be. Yeah. I'm not even gonna get on the Blazers. I love the Blazers. They are one of my favorite teams. My second favorite team in the league. They're my home team actually, but yeah, they ain't contending this year. Thunder, Chet's injured. Shea isn't carrying. I don't know, man. I mean, Lou Dort's good. Isaiah Roby's pretty decent. Thunder is my favorite team. Yeah, I mean, besides Shea, Lou Dort, and Roby, Giddy's pretty good. They're not good enough to make it to the playoffs. Yeah, that's all I can really say. Who else? The Kings. Ooh, De'Aaron Fox. They're pushing for. They're going all in with De'Aaron Fox with the De'Montis Sabonis. They're a 10th seed at best. I'm just gonna be honest. The Kings are not it. Aside from the fact that you literally have no shooting, and their defense is subpar at best, they're a slashing team. That's it. That's their only offense, and their defense is subpar. I mean, Davion Mitchell and De'Aaron Fox. Domantas Sabonis. Hassan Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside is washed up. Warriors, they definitely have a chance to contend with Klay coming back a little more healthy. I think Klay's going to have a revenge tour type of season. Steph's going to be Steph. Andrew Wiggins is going to get even better. I think he'll make another All-Star appearance. Probably. I think because he showed a lot with his rebounding in the finals, I think he'll average a cool 20 and 7 to 8 rebounds. 20.7, 8 rebounds with like 4 assists next year with pretty good defense. Draymond, if they keep him, which I think they are, is just going to be an all defensive guy again. And their center, I think they might start James Wiseman next year, which makes the Warriors team finally a good all-around starting lineup, which they've always been lacking. They've always been lacking at the center position. Like, not lacking, but that's always been their weakest spot. With James Wiseman, I think it's still their weakest spot, don't get me wrong, but it's better than it has been, except when they had Andrew Bogut, because that was actually a pretty good center. But JaVale McGee, who was the other dude? Kevon Looney? Like, these were Zaza Pachulia. Like, not saying these guys are bad centers, because they're starter caliber centers, but they weren't the best. The Bucks, I think they could really contend and win this year with Giannis being healthy and Chris Middleton being healthy, and Giannis rapidly improving his game to where I think he will shoot at least like 34% from three this year, and like 48% from the mid range, which I think is really gonna scare people. Yeah, Chris Middleton being the best shooter on the team and actually really good defender. By the way, Curry's a good defender. I just want to put that out there. Curry. Yeah, he's actually a good defender. So with Curry's defense improving every year. Anyway, the Bucks, like I was saying, Chris Middleton being a good defender and a pretty good offensive player. That's a good second option. The third option, Jrue Holiday. Definitely shows us good offense and defense. And then their center, Bobby Portis. Because I don't think Brook Lopez is starting next year. I don't know who their small forward is. They might run. I don't know. I think they might run as Jrue, Chris, Giannis, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez. If that's a starting lineup, that's a pretty good starting lineup. Moving on from the Bucks. I'm just going through teams. Pacers. The Pacers look decent this year with Tyrese Haliburton and Malcolm Brogdon as that backcourt. But if they don't keep Miles Turner, there's no chance they're making the playoffs. I'm sorry. Hold up. Who have I talked about? Okay. So, 76ers. With Harden and Embiid, I think if Harden changes his play style from this guy who ISOs to a more like off-ball guy, which I don't think he'll do, which is why I don't think the 76ers will succeed. But if James Harden, yes, I want him to have the ball handling duties, but I also want him to be more off-ball this year, because if he can be off-ball, I think that'll open up the game a lot more for the rest of the team, considering James Harden's one of the best playmakers in the league and one of the best finishers when he wants to be, and definitely one of the best shooters. Joel Embiid, always ascending, best defensive center, one of the best two-way center in the league. I think that's pretty obvious, unless you count Giannis as a center, because he did play 15% of center minutes. But besides that, Joel Embiid is arguably the best two-way center in the league, because I don't count AD because he plays power forward and he's never healthy, so I can't really count him. Tyrese Maxey, I think, might take a huge scoring leap this year, because last year, if I'm not mistaken, he averaged 20 points per game. 20 points and 6 assists. I might be getting that wrong. Who knows? But I know Tyrese was really good, and Tobias Harris is washed. The Bulls, they're not contending. I'm sorry. DeMar DeRozan is a perennial playoff choker. LaVine's great, but he underperformed in last year's playoffs. Lonzo was the only consistent guy. Vooch is old, and Patrick Williams, good defender, not good in offense. The Cavs, With the addition of Donovan Mitchell, I think they are actually a pretty decent threat in the East. I don't think that they're going to make the Eastern Conference Finals, but I think they can make the second round because Donovan Mitchell just makes your team that much better. I think people very underrate D. Mitch's defense. Donovan Mitchell is not a bad defender. Yeah, he's not good, but he's still decent. He's a decent defender. Can we stop this D. Mitch is bad at defense thing? I mean, if we look at his 2021, I can't really. Okay, well, I can't look at his 2021 stuff. 2019, I think it. Man, they really. Huh. But no, D. Mitch makes your team a playoff team. I believe that D. Mitch can carry your team to the playoffs. Darius Garland, All-Star last year. By the way, the Cavs have 3 All-Stars. Can we just put that into perspective? 4, if you count Evan Mobley. Darius Garland, amazing offensive player, needs to improve a little bit on defense. Evan Mobley, a monster defensively and a really good offensive player. Jared Allen, same thing as Evan Mobley, monster defensively. And Isaac Okoro at the small forward this year. I think the Cavs are pretty good this year. I don't think they're a threat to win the Eastern Conference, but they're a dark horse in my opinion. The Celtics, team that made the finals, Tatum, definitely is being pretty underrated now. He is a star in this league, and I think that he will only ascend as the best player on the Celtics. Jaylen Brown being pretty good two-way. Same with Jason Tatum. 2 good two-way guys who can do pretty much the same things. Marcus Smart, the defensive player of the year. He's just going to do his thing again. Robert Williams, all defensive guy. I really don't watch these guys' games. And then you have Al Horford, who played his ass off in the finals. The Clippers, like I said, they're not winning. The Grizzlies, okay, hot take. I think the Grizzlies could have taken the Warriors 7 games, but that's just me. Ja Morant is that guy. I'm going to be honest. He's that guy. I think he could shoot a cool 36% from 3 this year. Average about, 25, 26 points per game with, 8 assists and 5 rebounds. 50, 36, 85 shooting splits. I do think Ja can do that this year. And with the fact that they got a few good guys, yeah, obviously. I think the Grizzlies might be really good next year. Jaren Jackson, beast defensively, beast offensively. I think the Grizzlies are going to be great next year. By the way, the Grizzlies were better without Ja thing is stupid. The Grizzlies had one of the easiest schedules when Ja was injured. Can we stop this whole narrative that the Grizzlies were better without Ja? You think the Grizzlies would have lost that game as bad as they did if they had Ja? You're stupid. You're stupid. But yeah, I mean, the Grizzlies are great with Ja, and I think people who say the 20-3 record is stupid because I think they go 23-0 with Ja. Just saying. Stupid take. Such a stupid take. Anyway, the Hawks. Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, and John Collins. Ooh, that's a nice little trio right there. That's a nice little second-round exit as well. I'm just not going to give a reason. I just don't like the Hawks. The Heat, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Hero. Again, that's a conference finals caliber team. They might make the finals. I don't believe in them. I think it's going to be Bucks, Celtics conference finals, and a Warriors, Mavericks, or Warriors, Grizzlies conference finals next year. That's just what I believe. The Hornets, LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges. Well, not Miles Bridges anymore. LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier. They're getting bounced out in the play-in. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. LaMelo's not that guy. The Jazz. Not even making it. They're the 15th seed. The Kings, I already told you about the Kings. The Knicks, Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett with Emmanuel Quickley and Jalen Brunson. This is a cool 6th seed. I'm just not giving reasons. Lakers, I already gave you that. The Magic, this is a cool 15th seed. The Mavericks are really good. I think Luka's always, like I said, these are guys who I think always improve. Um, Luka, who is always ascending and improving, I think he could have an MVP caliber season next year. Do I think he'll win it? Probably not, because winning is apparently a factor now. When Jokic won it as the 6th seed, apparently people don't like Luka winning it. They're like, oh, if he's a 4 seed, he won't win it. Well, Nikola Jokic won it as a 6th seed, so what are you talking about? Anyway, Christian Wood, I think Luka has a really good shot at winning the West this year. It's just a matter. It's just a factor of if Christian Wood wants to be an actual good second option, or if he wants to underperform like Kristaps did. The Nets underperforming. I'm just gonna be honest. They're a second round exit. They have proven nothing to me, and KD has proven nothing to me. Yes, they have two of the most talented players of all time, with one of the best defenders in the league in Ben Simmons, but that still doesn't fix the fact that they got eliminated in the second round their first year together, and then swept in the first round against the eventual losers in the finals, the Celtics. And I just don't think KD and Kyrie got it. Ben Simmons, I think he'll have a decent season this year. I think he will improve from the mid-range. I think he'll take threes. Absolutely not. And if he does, he's going to miss them. The Nuggets, now with MPJ and Jamal healthy, Nuggets are cool too. First or second seed. I just don't see them. Oh yeah, no, Nuggets are a big threat in the West as well. It's the Warriors, Grizzlies, Nuggets, and Mavericks, who I think are the biggest threats in the West. I don't believe in Timberwolves or Clippers. But no, with Aaron Gordon showing his defensive strides in the first round last year, as well as Michael Porter Jr. coming back and Jamal Murray coming back. Jamal Murray, who's a playoff god, like, I'm not even joking. This man literally ascends in the playoffs by a mile. If you didn't watch that bubble run, oh my gosh. But Nikola Jokic, 2-time MVP, probably not winning it again because of voters fatigue. That's why I think it might go to Luka this year. But yeah, the Euro guys are taking over. The Pacers, I already gave my piece on the Pacers. The Pelicans, not winning the West. Sorry, Zion fans. Love Zion. He's coming back this year. I want to see him play. But CJ, Brandon Ingram, and Zion, that is a trash fit. What, you got two guys who can shoot and a guy who can slash? Sounds a lot like the Miami Heat. The discount bargain. I'm sorry, I'm joking. Dude, if the Grizzlies can win the West, the Pelicans can win the West. I think the Pelicans have a better chance than the Clippers and Timberwolves. Zion, who I think will come back as like a 25-10 guy. Brandon Ingram, who was like, what, 25 guy? And CJ McCollum, who is CJ McCollum. Yeah. The Pistons. The Raptors, Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, and Fred VanVleet. That's a nice little trio right there. I think they could be a cool third seed if things work out. Not giving my reason, I'm just going to say. Third seed, Pascal, who's an All-NBA guy last year. Fred VanVleet, who was an All-Star last year. And Scotty Barnes, who was the Rookie of the Year and an amazing defender. With OG Anunoby, Gary Trent Jr., this is like one of the best defensive lineups in the league this year. And pretty good offensive lineup. So I think the Raptors could actually make a decent run. Rockets, I like the Pistons. Imagine voting for the Rockets. Spurs. The Suns, I think they'll have a revenge season. After last season, they very underperformed. Booker, Ayton, and Chris Paul. We've seen it 2 years before. First year they made the finals together. Second year got eliminated second round. This year, I think they're also contenders for the West. So yeah, there's a lot of contenders for the West. Yeah. The Thunder, like I said before, Chet's out. Shea, Lou, and Giddey do not got that. The Timberwolves, you know what I think about the Timberwolves. The Blazers, the Warriors, and now, last but certainly not least, the Wizards. If you can't tell, when I laugh at a team, they have no chance at winning any conference or even winning a playoff series. The Wizards, yeah, they got Kristaps Porzingis and Bradley Beal. Ooh, so scary. Ooh, Bradley Beal. Who is scared of Bradley Beal? I'm going on a Bradley Beal right. Who's scared of Bradley Beal? Ooh, he can put up good numbers. Ooh, he can shoot. He can shoot the three. Ooh, he can dunk on you. Ooh, so scared. Ooh, Kristaps Porzingis, a guy who plays like a guard when he should be playing like a forward. Ooh, shiver me timbers. Kyle Kuzma. Nah, I'm playing. The Wizards are a decent team. I don't think they're gonna make. I think they're gonna get eliminated in the play-in, but I'm sorry. It's just too easy to make fun of the Wizards. I can do that with every team. The Warriors, ooh, the champions, ooh, so scary. Nah, but I'm playing. I swear. I'm playing. Okay, so now that I gave you my predictions, okay, so the winner, I think it's going to be a Warriors Conference Finals with a Western Conference team. I don't know which one. And then it's going to be a Bucks Celtics Conference Finals. Do I think the Celtics could lose? Absolutely, but I think it's going to be Bucks Celtics Conference Finals. Simple as that. Now who I think is going to win the championship? I think it's going to be a Bucks Warriors Finals. I think the Bucks might take it because if the Bucks and the Warriors match up, I no one can stop Steph, but I don't know anyone who can stop Giannis because Drew is on Steph. And I'm not saying Drew can stop Steph. No one can stop Steph. That's a very hard thing to do. But can he give Steph problems? Absolutely. And then can Steph guard Drew? Yes. Steph can guard Drew. Steph is a decent to good defender. Very underrated defender. I don't think Drew can score on Steph. Hot take. I think Steph's a good a two-way player. I think Steph's a two-way player now. Anyway, but no, the Warriors don't have anyone who can stop Giannis. Like, they have someone who can guard Steph. They have someone who can guard Clay. Chris Middleton's on Clay. Giannis is on Wiggins. Sorry, Wiggins, you're locked. The power forward position, I mean, if they're starting Bobby Portis at the power forward, Bobby Portis is on Draymond. That's grits. And then Brook Lopez is on whatever center. That's grits. But no one can stop Giannis. What's Andrew Wiggins going to do? Ooh, I have my hands up. I'm Andrew Wiggins. Oh, no. Giannis dunked on me. Oh, no. Like, it's literally going to be Giannis dunking on the entire team. No one can physically stop Giannis. It's going to be their biggest strength is if they can send Giannis to the line. Shaq, yeah, Hack-a-Shaq. That's literally going to be the finals next year. Hack-a-Shaq Central. Giannis going to average like 53 free throws a game because the Warriors can't stop him. Giannis going to hit the Euro step. Steph's going to come out. Boom! Steph's going to try to clothesline Giannis. Andrew Wiggins punches Giannis in the face. Nah, but I think the Bucks win it next year. But then again, I could be completely wrong. Steph's trying to guard Giannis. Sack tap like he did to Marcus Smart. Now that I'm done with my predictions for the champions next year, I guess I should give my predictions for the award winners. Rookie of the Year is Paolo, undisputed. I don't think anyone else has a better case. Maybe Jabari Smith, but without Chet this year, Paolo's running away with it. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Chet, I think Chet, because I'm a Thunder fan, obviously I'm going to root for my boy Chet. I think Chet was going to win it this year. But obviously now that Chet's out, Paolo is undisputedly going to win the Rookie of the Year, and it's not going to be close. I think Paolo is the most talented player in this draft besides Chet. Sorry, Jabari Smith. Yes, you can hit. You're a decent three-point shooter, and you can dunk the ball sometimes, but you are not a good defender, despite what anyone says. And the Rockets aren't even going to make the playoffs, whereas I think the Orlando Magic can make the playoffs. I was laughing at them because I'm like, that's a cool 15th seed, but I forgot they had Paolo, so they could be a 10th seed. I'm not lying about that. Defensive Player of the Year. This is always a hard award to give out because you don't know who's going to come out. Jaren Jackson, I think, actually has the best chance because he was close last year, and he was all defensive first team last year. So I just think he has the best chance to win it. Because I don't think they're going to give it to Giannis unless Giannis has the most dominant defensive season ever. Marcus Smart isn't going to win it again. Draymond Green, absolutely not. Jrue Holiday, maybe. Matisse Thybulle, no. Mikal Bridges, maybe. Trying to think. Robert Williams could, but I just don't think he gets enough minutes and showcases enough to get those. And Bam Adebayo, he might have a case, but I just think Jaren Jackson or Giannis next year. And Jaren Jackson can average 3 more rebounds because he was averaging like 8 this year. So if he could be like a 20, 11, and like 3 block type of guy, yes, I think he will win it next year. But Giannis, with his two-way ability, with his perimeter and interior defensive ability, he might win it unanimously next year. He's just so good at defense, and I'm not counting Rudy Gobert out, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he's going to prove anything this year. I mean, it's the same thing every year. Yes, he's great defensively in the regular season, then he gets dunked on 30 times in the playoffs. But Giannis, with his two-way ability and his just insane defensive ability, like he's the best defender in the league by a mile. I do think he could win it again. Is he going to? Probably not, because they don't like it when people who are good at perimeter defense win it. It has to be a big man. Oh my gosh, that's why I think Rudy Gobert is overrated. But anyway, I think Giannis or Jaren Jackson could win it. Most improved player, Keldon Johnson. That's my early pick. He was averaging 17 with DeJounte Murray on his team. Guy was averaging like 22 points per game. I think Keldon's going to go up to like 20. He's going to go from get a 5-point jump, like 2 rebound jump, and maybe a 2 assist jump with his efficiency going up. So I think it's going to be Keldon Johnson. That's my early pick for most improved. 6-man. There's a lot of 6-men, but I think Jordan Poole's got it. I think Jordan Poole's going to win 6-man of the year next year. He showed a lot this year, especially in the finals. And he proved a lot of people wrong this year. He just proved a lot of people wrong, and I just think he's going to go out there. He has that dog in him to do it. So, yeah, why not Jordan Poole? Coach of the year, I could care less. Mike Budenholzer, I guess, because the Bucks are always so dominant. It's either going to be Mike Budenholzer or Steve Kerr. Now, the MVP. This is the award everyone goes for, and I think it's a toss-up between Giannis, Luka, Steph, and Jokic, in my opinion, and Embiid. Those are my top 5 players in the league, actually. But could Ja win it? Yes. Could Zion win it? Yes. Do I think they're going to? Absolutely not. I think Luka has the best case because voters fatigue with Jokic, voters fatigue with Giannis, hence why he didn't win the last 2. Embiid just never is better than the guy in front of him. And Steph, I just don't think they're going to give it to him because the NBA hates Steph for some reason. They hate Giannis. They hate Jokic. But that's my opinion. But I think Luka has the best chance to win it, especially now since he has Christian Wood. And I think he's going to put up crazy numbers next year. And I just think he's going to make everyone... He's going to force the NBA, the league, to give him his MVP. Because there's no way Luka's going to put up these monster numbers and just not get the MVP. I believe Luka wins it. Yeah. Yeah, I just... Oh, man. Yeah. But I just want to say I put a lot of effort into the research I do. And I put a lot of effort into not into my videos, because my videos are very unedited, very raw, very unfiltered. But when I do my research, I do my research because I do it. And I made a video calling the Timberwolves and Clippers overrated, and it kind of hurt. This is the halfway point where I just start talking about normal stuff in my life and how it's affecting me. But yeah, no, it kind of hurt because like this guy Colin, you don't know anything about basketball, and I don't usually let stuff get to me, but it's been biting at me for like a few days now because I put a lot of effort, I put a lot of time into my research, and I research basketball and I watch basketball, and I like to think I know stuff about basketball, and I know that I was trolling, probably not, But for people to come in and disrespect me, it does hurt. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. When I see someone talking crap, yes, my feelings hurt. But am I gonna let it affect me? No. That's why I'm making this podcast, giving my opinions. Will it bite me in the butt? Absolutely, probably. Me laughing at some of these teams, maybe the Pistons go crazy. I'm probably gonna get bit in the butt from this. I'm not gonna lie. But is it gonna stop me from making these videos, giving my takes? No, because I do believe what I'm saying. Because why wouldn't I? Yeah, I don't know what types of videos to put out because it's like, how am I gonna put? I don't know what types of videos to put out because in my head I'm always thinking like, what type of video will someone enjoy? What I don't have ideas. I'm very unoriginal and very not uncreative. And when I made the Bucks video reacting to Gilbert Arenas Giannis, that video blew up for me. That's blowing up. 115 views. That for my standards. That's a blown up video. That's a viral video for my standards. Obviously, it's not viral. Only 115 people saw it, but for me, that shows growth and improvement. I'm hoping my channel can continue that growth because if it can't, I'll be very devastated because I put a lot of time and effort into this. I try to upload daily. I try to make people happy, and I try to do the stuff that I want to do. I try to give my raw and filtered emotions. As you can see, when I say to some of the stuff I do, I don't try to filter myself because I feel like that's stripping the people that watch my videos of actual emotion. Because why wouldn't it? But no, I want to make the best type of videos. Obviously, I'm not going to make the most well edited or most nice looking videos, but I want to make the entertaining videos. And I feel like when I make unedited videos where I just am myself, of course, that's entertaining to me. I'm laughing at myself because I say crazy stuff. Now, is it gonna stop me? Is the hate gonna stop me from making videos? Absolutely not, because I love making videos. Because here's the thing: you can like they say, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I live with that motto my entire life. I try to, at least, and I think it's worked out pretty dang well. Now, have I made my faults? Have I made mistakes? Absolutely. But am I going to come out here and tell you guys, poor me, poor me, poor me. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna put effort in. I'm just gonna sulk in my own sorrow because I'm failing at what I want to do. No, I'm gonna put effort in. I'm gonna be better. It's not poor me. If you have the mentality of poor me, guess what? You're gonna be poor me, and your channel and your dreams are gonna fly out the window. I do believe that. And sorry, yeah, that's 116 views. Hey, the channel's seen some growth. By the way, I did make a video with Clippers fans that I would shave my head if they won the championship this year, and I would apologize while doing that. But no, I went from it's crazy. I can't keep my head straight because I go from basketball talk to serious talk and a boom. But yeah, like I was saying, if you go into something with the mindset of poor me, poor me, poor me, I'm never going to improve. People don't like my stuff. People don't like my content. People don't like what I do. Then you're going to fail. That's a fact. And if you don't think that's a fact, you're stupid. I have to get a job. Did you think I was out here like, poor me, poor me, poor me? I can't get a job. No, I applied places. I went to apply places. I got off my butt and I went to get applications. I applied places, and it worked. Privacy is also a big thing. Can't tell you where I got a job because privacy. Well, not got a job, but where I got an interview. Right? I haven't gotten the job yet, but I'm hoping. Right? And if I don't get the job, I'm going to get off my butt, go get applications, and go apply. Because that's what you do. You constantly improve. You constantly fix your situation. And if you go into something with the mentality of, I'm not going to succeed, you're not going to succeed. It's a simple thing. But if you go with the mentality of, I'm going to succeed, even if you don't succeed, you still had the right mindset. And I don't understand why people have such a hard time getting that mindset, right? I also don't understand why people have such a hard time getting a job. It's simple. Apply places. But no, I mean, that's what I want to do with this channel. I want to succeed. I want to succeed. And if I have this mindset of, I'm a bum, I'm not going to succeed, I'm going to do absolutely nothing, what do you think's going to happen? I'm not going to grow at all. It's going to be a stalemate. Actually, it's going to be a decline. I have 22 subscribers right now. It's going to go from 22 to 18, 12, 5, 0. It's going to be a decline until I have nothing to get viewership out there. And then my channel is dead. But at the same time, you have, like I said, you have to have this mentality of, I'm going to succeed. And if you can succeed, then things go from there. But, oh man, I got into a tiny bit of a rant about mindsets. But I guess that's just how I am, right? Oh man. Yeah. Ooh. That was a doozy. But no, I mean, I definitely think of a lot of what I say is valuable. Not value. That sounds so cocky and so egotistical. You know, I'm just the best. No, obviously. I think a lot of what people can say can be valued, right? Maybe what I just said isn't valuable to someone because they're lazy, or it isn't valuable to someone because they're already successful. But to other people, what I just said changes the world to them because it's a perspective thing, right? If you are already succeeding in life and you're already successful, what I said is worthless to you. What I just said is worthless to you. But if you're not successful and you're not changing the situation you're in, what I just said could be the best advice you've ever gotten. Obviously, it's not. Probably won't be. But, yeah. I'm 20, man. I'm not 20. I'm 3 months from 20. But I'm 19, almost 20, and I haven't been successful at all in my life because I haven't put myself out there. And I haven't decided to change the situation I'm in. That's why I got off my butt and went to apply for jobs. That's why I'm making stuff I want to make now, and why I'm trying now on this YouTube thing, and why I'm trying to make not the most entertaining content I can, just being myself. Because if I don't, guess what? I'm gonna live in my parents' house for the rest of my life, and that is not something I want to do, man. Because the second you change it, the second your life gets better. Now I should apply that to my own life. Don't even have my license yet. Yeah, I'm putting that information out there for everyone to know. Y'all can clown me. Because I was lazy in high school, and I just thought I didn't need my license. And look at, it's hard, my life's hard now, because I can't drive places. You know how demotivating it is to know that I have to walk to go get applications for jobs? Anyway, yeah, that's all the advice, life stuff, and regular stuff I want to talk about. Now I want to get into player slander. Just some nice little NBA player slander. Just joking. I'm too drained for that. I have had a tiring day, and I really don't want to deal with. I guess I'm gonna slander Brody. Yeah. Russell Westbrook is trash. That's all I can really say. I'm too tired for this, man. Oh. I wish I had another person here. It would be a lot more entertaining. I'll try to get someone next podcast episode I make. But I'm so tired right now, man. It's hard to keep good conversation with someone else for an hour, let alone good conversation with myself for an hour. Right? It's hard to talk about stuff for an hour by yourself because you're talking to no one. Right? I went from basketball to talking about mindset to now talking about this because it's hard, man. It's hard to keep conversation going because I don't know what to talk about, right? Because I'm tired mainly, and Yeah. I already gave my top 10 players currently and of all time. I already made a few takes. Ben Simmons stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to continue. But if I feel like I'm in a hole in a corner, just not going to. Man, life is crazy though. Life is crazy because I be looking, I be looking at news. Life scares me. I'm scared of life because, oh my gosh, some of the stuff I see, some of the stuff I see on the news, bro. Oh my gosh. Apparently, we're trying to drill a hole to the center of the earth. I remember seeing that, and I'm like, this was I think a year ago. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why? What is the point of drilling a hole to the center of the earth? There's literally no point to that. Like, who does that? Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm not giving, by the way, I will never give my political opinions on here. Because I already know that's step one to failure. That's step one to failure. If you, another thing, if you give your political opinions online, I'm being honest. Unless you're a political YouTuber, don't do it. Don't. If you're a political like media guy, if you're a political online personality, do what you want. Because obviously you're gonna find an audience. But if you're an online personality like me, a guy who talks about basketball, giving your political opinion is a terrible idea. Because not only are you alienating, like let's just say I was Republican, right? I'm alienating half of a potential audience because I gave my political opinion. But let's say I'm Democratic. Again, I'm alienating half of my audience because half of them going to be Republican. So I'm rule number one. I am not giving my political opinion on this channel because I already know how stupid that is. I already know that people would get on my case even harder. uh, yeah. Don't talk about faith is another thing, but I'm a Christian, right? I like to believe. I have faith in God. That is as far as I'll go with that for now, because you know what? No, it isn't. I'm going through some stuff right now, right? No one needs to know. It's personal. But I have faith in God, and that's what's pretty much gotten me through this. Most not going through stuff right now. Mainly just I've gone through stuff in my life, right? And I've had God. I've believed in God, and I feel like that's gotten me through a lot of my tough times. Now, a lot of people are like, "No, you got through that yourself because God isn't real." To those people, look, it's my opinion. It's what I believe. I don't understand people's mindset of why am I gonna try to change someone's beliefs? If they believe in God, let them believe in God. Like, I don't understand what your problem with that is. I wouldn't go to a gay person and be like, you know what? You believe you're gay, but you shouldn't be gay. Like, no. Like, I'm gonna let them be what they want to be. Like, bro, get off me. I don't understand why people get so mad at someone else's beliefs. If someone tells you they're a Christian or they're Muslim or they're Catholic or Jewish, which Jewish is religion and a race, I think, right? I'm not Judaism, right? I don't know how that works. People get so offended by that. I'm like, how are you going to get offended at my beliefs? Unless they're hurting you. Leave me alone. No, it's crazy. Because people literally come up to me and be like, Brady, why are you a Christian? And I'll be like, because I want to be. Leave me alone. No, yeah, I mean, even if you're not Christian, I feel like, and this is a good thing for a lot, I think people should live by the Ten Commandments. Even if they don't believe in God and they don't believe in the Bible and they're not a Christian, I think the Ten Commandments are the best life rules to live by. I'm just gonna look them up because I can remember like 5 off the top of my head. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt honor thy mother, thy father. Love thy neighbor. I remember that one. I'm just gonna look them up because I know all of them are really good. no, do not have any false gods before me doesn't really apply because I'm talking about non-believers haven't lived by the Ten Commandments, but I'm just gonna read them off to you, and if anyone, I hope people agree. Okay, so the first commandment: you shall have no other gods before me. That's mainly for people who believe in God. What that's saying is, don't worship any other gods. So I'm the only God you can worship. But you shall not make idols. This has to do with God, which is idols are worshiping other gods. Pretty much those run hand in hand. You shall not take the Lord's name, Lord your God in. You'll not. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Again, more having to do with Christianity. Remember the Sabbath day, keep it holy. Honor, these are the ones I'm talking about. These are the life rules most people should live by because the ones I'm about to read. Honor your mother and father. Pretty simple. You shall not murder, so don't kill people. You shall not commit adultery, don't have sex, or don't have sexual thoughts. You shall not steal, thou shalt not steal. Pretty stuff. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. So don't be jealous. Don't lie on your neighbor's name. Yeah. You shall not covet. But okay, you shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. So don't be jealous of your neighbor. That's pretty much what it says. Love thy neighbor. But I think those last 6 I read off can apply to everyone's life because I think everyone should be living by those, and whether you're Christian or not. You know how much the world would be better if we lived by those rules, right? Those commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not murder. Those 3 alone would make the world so much better, but no one listens to them, right? Giving my religious beliefs might have been a big no-no, but I'm a man of God, and I will say that proudly. I'm also a man of basketball, and I will say, you know, just saying. No, I'm not playing. I was about to say I'm playing. No, I'm not playing. I do believe in God, but people will probably get mad about that. Again, getting mad at beliefs is nasty. Imagine your friend coming up to you and being like, bro, I think I might have feelings for someone. And your friend goes up to you like, no, you don't. Stop believing lies. Like, that's so nasty. Like, I'm comparing that, like, Christianity to having feelings for a girl, right? You'd be like, God, dude, I think I believe in God. Why are you believing lies? Imagine if your friend goes up to you after you're like, this is a good comparison. I think so. You have a crush on a girl. You're like, I think I like this girl, man. And your friend's like, why are you believing lies? Like, that's so nasty. I'm sorry, but yeah. I've been talking for 52 minutes. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I have stuff to do tomorrow, so I will I'm gonna upload this. Hope for the best. Please don't give me too much hate.